I think one of the big issues that we have to decide, and it seems to me it was basically decided when they chose General McChrystal and put him in the position as commander in Afghanistan. And that is whether our fundamental operation is counterterror or counterinsurgency. And that gets up with our objective, because our objective is fundamentally counterterror. And we've had some confusion operationally in how we implement that objective. But if your mission is counterterror, then you find, let's say, a bad guy, and you go after him. And if there are civilians killed, that's a tragedy, but it's collateral damage. If your mission is counterinsurgency and you have the same situation, you don't go after the bad guy because you do more harm to your mission by killing the civilians than you do getting the bad guy. And I think if we can clarify that operationally, we will have made great progress. And I think General McChrystal is trying to do that. And to me, one of the things that is not talked about enough is Pakistan. Mm-hmm. And it seems to me that one of the key elements here, the United States has always had a very complicated relationship with Pakistan. Back from its early days of independence, whereas, we were their principal source of security. Mm-hmm. And then through a lot of things like sanctions and everything, that relationship got ruptured. We rebuilt it in a way when the Soviets were in Afghanistan, we cooperated with them there. Then, from their perspective, when the Soviets left, we left. Mm-hmm. And now we're back in, we're urging them to forget about India, your problem is here. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens if we leave? Do they think they've been abandoned again, and what happens to a very fragile country? And these are the problems that the president and his team are going to have to face. And I think if anybody says he knows the way through, it's clear he doesn't know what he's talking about, because this is really difficult and murky, and what you have to do is pursue as best you can an analytical process. If we go this route, what happens if we succeed? What happens if we don't? What are the collateral damages? If we go this way, if we combine this and the other, it's a very, very complicated thing.
Is there something